A single drop of black ink falling into a crystal-clear bowl of water. The room is a brutalist concrete loft, cold gray, lit only by a single flickering industrial bulb overhead. The heavy, rhythmic thump, thump of a heartbeat, layered with the metallic ping of the water drop hitting the surface. Ambient wind howls faintly in the distance. You think you are running away from your nightmares, but you are actually drawing the map that leads them straight to your door. A POV shot of a person running down a hallway that never ends. Every time they turn a corner, they pass the same flickering light. The sound of running footsteps on cold concrete suddenly cuts to dead silence. Pattern interrupt. Most gurus tell you that you attract what you want. They're lying. The universe doesn't respond to your desires, it responds to your frequency of preoccupation. If you spend your life building walls to keep the failure out, you have spent your entire life thinking about failure. You haven't built a fortress, you've built a lighthouse, and your fears are the ships coming home to roost. A high-contrast shot of a man sitting at a mahogany desk covered in trophies, but he is looking at his own hands, which are translucent and fading. The sound of an old film projector clicking, a low, distorted hum of electrical interference. This is the witness gap. It is the hollow space between the person the world sees, the one who is fine, successful, and in control, and the silent observer inside who is screaming in terror of being found out. The camera pans out to show the mahogany desk is actually floating in a vast, dark ocean. Why does success feel empty? Because you didn't build it out of love, you built it as a bribe. You thought if you ran fast enough, the worthless self wouldn't catch up. But the mind is a closed circuit. When you focus on not being broke, not being lonely, or not being a failure, your subconscious ignores the not. It only sees the image of the wreckage. You are staring at the car crash so hard that you've steered the wheel right into the flames. This is the war zone, a life lived in reaction to a ghost. A porcelain vase falls in slow motion and shatters against a marble floor. Instead of sweeping it away, a pair of hands begins to pick up the shards. The delicate melodic chime of porcelain clicking together. A warm swell of cinematic strings begins to rise, replacing the cold industrial hum. In the ancient Japanese art of Kintsugi, they don't hide the cracks, they fill them with gold. They understand that the broken version of the vessel is more valuable than the pristine one, because it has a history. It has survived the gravity. Golden liquid light begins to flow into the cracks of the reassembled vase. The room begins to brighten from gray to a warm amber hue. Your fear is not your enemy. It is the X on the map showing you exactly where your gold is buried. You attract what you fear because you are constantly preparing for it. You keep the backup plan for the failed marriage. You keep the exit strategy for the business. These are invitations for failure. Rule 3 is strategic burn-in. Stop building for the if. Start acting as if the fear has already happened and you survived it. When you realize you are uncancelable and unbreakable, the fear has no biological reason to stay. It starves to death. We return to the cold, brutalist loft from the beginning, but the flickering bulb is gone. The man is sitting at the mahogany desk, but the desk is now on solid ground, and the room is flooded with natural, golden morning sunlight. The sound of a heavy door opening. The wind has stopped. A solo cello plays a deep, resonant, and peaceful melody. Look around. The hallway has ended. The heartbeat has slowed. The ink that was dropped into the water, it didn't ruin the bowl. It settled at the bottom, and the water is clear again. Close up on the man's eyes. They are no longer darting around. They are fixed and calm. He reaches out and touches the Kintsugi vase. You no longer attract what you fear because you are no longer a match for it. You have become a person who doesn't need to run. You have integrated your shadows, poured gold into your cracks, and realized the ultimate truth of the human experience. The monster under your bed wasn't waiting to eat you. It was waiting for you to realize that you are the one who built the bed.